Hey guys, Squirrel Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Rick.
I'm Calvin.
I am Aaron.
And we are back with The Expanse. Last time on The Expanse, we started Season 2 with an episode.
We had lasagna.
We kind of built up our
edge
crew.
lasagna.
Yes.
As Calvin, or as Eric calls it, edgelord lasagna.
Space lasagna.
Oh, is that what
Edgelord
you...
space lasagna.
Oh, we have to put space. Do we have to put space in there? Can it just be edgelord lasagna?
It's not real cheese, right?
Well, it's also not wheat
It's not real lasagna.
or something.
Yeah.
It's not real meat. It's not real wheat.
We've met another crew of rookies
it's
on
all
the Martian
synthetic.
side of things.
Yes.
Yes.
Gunny.
With Gunny. Gunny, who is very pro-Mars.
That's cool.
Very much wants the terraforming to... that's the dream, but to get there is get rid of everything in between.
Earth as well.
Very
They want to start the war to get it over with so they can make plants on Mars.
Which is a very disturbing point of view for your leader of your first assault team
Yep.
to have.
Well,
Aaron,
to
what
be
do you
fair,
know?
they
Let-
just
let
blew
it
it up
happen.
before they got to assault.
Huh?
Whatever is happening.
This is Phoebe Station.
Yep.
I will not support this escalation.
Are you saying you won't carry out a lawfully given order?
Lawfully.
If that's the
They're
case,
the law.
Admiral, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask.
No need to pretend this is a request, sir.
Flip the table.
I step down as fleet commander.
I'm going to try to flip the table.
Damn, the only guy speaking logic and reason left.
Yep. That's what happens
She asks,
in a committee.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because Padme did.
we have no time to discuss this in the committee. I'm not a committee!
Shall I meet them on the dock with guns?
We'll start with conversation.
He's got a much bigger set now.
Yeah, he does. Looks great.
Need my damn boot.
No! Gravity! Defying gravity! No.
He's never been off station, right?
So
No.
because it got clamped,
It's a typical force creates gravity.
weren't they technically already going that way because of how they connected?
I don't know.
What story is that?
No.
You know what I mean? Because they had to line up.
Julie died for the belt. She believed everything you guys say you're fighting for.
Time to arm the Mormons, baby.
Don't waste it.
I like that they left Amos on the ship.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Don't bring that guy.
Well, he's got to protect it and make sure they don't fuck with it, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Be doing nothing is just as bad as doing the wrong thing. Being a bystander. I mean, what
there,
kind
is
of
he?
people are we that we only help?
Yeah.
Uncle Ben said he'd buy me drinks if I sit here and listen to you.
He had so much time.
Remember they tried to save more, but then they didn't want to come. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like they were.
He
they
just
were,
had survivors go.
Yeah. Like they offered more people to try to come.
It's like a brother.
Like a
Look
brother.
out for each other.
You sure he's clear on that?
Pretty sure.
I think you're like his Jiminy Cricket.
You hear the part about him throwing me off the ship without my helmet, right?
I did.
Great. Because I'm really liking us not threatening to kill each other.
You threatened to kill him.
Just the one time.
Let's try to behave.
That was when he was going to shoot all those people.
We just had a UN drone on her. Getting this close to wasting
Alright.
our whoop.
It was them. Black Sky? Black what?
Yeah, Black Sky.
Maybe now. Our time.
Gotta establish some dominance, I guess. Holy shit, is he gonna space him?
They're not getting there to help.
Or threaten him. No,
Holy shit!
Based.
I need 50 good fighters. Send your best.
Send your best.
It wasn't that guy. He wasn't very good.
Nope.
Yeah.
And our best fighter, you just threw out there. Fuck.
That's the best we got. What do you want?
Oh, you're all doomed.
That's why they need 50.
Holy shit!
I didn't realize where we were.
We're here.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Simulation. Okay. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say.
Somebody's got to keep these idiots from shooting each other.
That's true.
Is that you?
I mean, maybe. He's a belter.
He would have a working knowledge of their relations.
I'll clean out my cabin.
It's all about keeping the peace, right?
Yeah. Keeping a balance, at least.
Well, simulation's working out good.
It's like me playing Squadrons yesterday. Fuck!
Yeah, right?
Stop! They're shooting me everywhere. I have no shields. Damn TIE fighters.
Sit.
Is that an order?
If that'll make you sit your ass down, yes. Please.
Please.
You, Madam Undersecretary, may be the worst person I have ever met.
So you're good at the game.
Colonel Johnson wasn't told that they'd surrendered. If he knew, he would have never called that strike in.
Why wasn't he told?
Because the powers that be wanted to send a message to the belt.
So does that make him a hero or a traitor?
I don't know what it makes, but I know that he's an honorable man who held on to his soul, and that is a tough thing to do in this line of work. Not bad, but I prefer beer. She's buying.
Disgusting.
I'm taking this candle.
The spy dude.
Yep.
Ashen.
I want to talk to Fred Johnson.
That is treason, isn't it?
So it's treason then.
Traitor!
It certainly is.
So silly that we do that.
Tell me to stop.
Nope.
That's enough.
Nope. Nope. Damn it.
The Rocinante is completely hidden in our radar shadow. Your team ready?
Still a simulator?
I don't think it is anymore.
No.
I don't think Johnson would be all decked out in assault gear or whatever.
Rocinante.
Maybe it's a live rehearsal.
Still don't say it right, Eric. You skipped the second end.
Rocinante.
There you go.
Better.
Rocinante.
No, stop.
Even better.
How come I can tell you to
Yes,
stop?
Eric!
Why can I tell you to stop this, but I can't tell you to stop that?
I'm gonna say nothing but ends now. Nanten.
Na.
What's the go signal for the assault?
That will explode and turn into a door. Good hunting.
I like her.
Stay away from the Aqua Star Helix. What you doing here? You lose a bet.
That's him.
Yeah.
They pick him up?
They must have.
They must have.
You sure it was? I need to go back and watch that.
Alex, Vegas looked like something that got dropped. You got it, Hoss.
I love his Texan accent. You got it, Alls.
You look like you see your own ghost. I just hate
Space.
Oh, gosh.
Now put your helmet
Well, he didn't puke in his helmet.
You're still talking. If another battleship don't see the blasting come from me, I still be on the floor. All these guys, bonus time for me, Sasaki.
This guy.
Stick next to me, okay? I'll look out for it when we land.
Oi, Pampa, I keep an eye on you. Man.
Hope his kid survives this.
Yeah.
He survived a hell of a lot to get here.
Peter up!
Oh, everyone's just so happy.
Surprised he's not on the dropship.
Right? He would be handy.
Oh, the lighting's
I
so
love
cool.
the lighting changes.
Where's that stealth ship? It's supposed to be here.
It's not there.
Stealth.
There it is.
Heads up!
Oh. Dude, I'd love seeing it.
There's missiles.
Go next to the bullet area!
Take your juice. Oh, it looks so cool.
Yes.
Oh, God.
This is what we saw earlier, and then they got destroyed. Oh my God.
Man.
It's so fucking good.
Oh, and they turn it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. FedEx, baby.
He literally did turn a cargo container into a rocket.
It's a beer can with a rocket.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's all they're on? They're on that?
I'm gonna have to clear the station to find PDD. Do it!
Just the machine gun?
Oh shit.
Holy shit, Amos!
Oh shit. Oh no.
Gosh.
An evasive maneuver. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh
alright.
my gosh.
Oh, fuck this.
Partner, that was us getting our ass kicked.
Gosh.
Shit. Does it get him?
I can't
Gets
tell.
one of them.
Fuck, man.
Damn.
It's like the gunship in Star Wars. It doesn't have a Jedi in it.
Is that
In the
25
background.
men dead?
Yeah,
It's
that's
a lot.
half
It's
of
a
them.
lot of OPA. Sheesh.
Hold on, Amos.
Hold on.
Oh, shit.
No, Amos.
Oh, shit.
Don't break anything while you're zapping, you. It's right there.
Oh, the stealth ship. Oh.
Martian gunship, baby.
There you go.
That's a good run right there.
This is amazing
look
looking.
at
Are they down? Did they take him out?
I think the power's out.
Damn.
Ha ha ha! Rocinante!
Yeah.
FedEx. Alright, exploding. Go, go.
Nobody there to meet him.
I don't see anybody yet.
He still got his revolver.
It's really cool.
Fuck! All that for him to die right there?
Where?
Huh?
You okay?
You okay?
This kid never dies.
Was it? It was auto sealing stuff.
Gel round.
Oh,
Gel.
Invincible me!
A gel round. Did he shoot all those people?
I don't
Is
know.
it a training facility?
Is it like a skeleton crew? I mean, they said it was an abandoned station in the first place, right?
is it like a paintball?
This
park?
is where Dresden went?
That's what he's got.
On the books, it's a abandoned station.
Yeah.
He just come here and play paintball.
And these guys just come in with real guns and shoot them all.
They said
It's like beanbag guns, right? Kinda, or
They said it was like a prison, right?
yeah.
Like a rubber bullet, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, everybody on the floor. Show me some hands.
Did you play VR? They're in the Matrix.
Are they like transferring data?
Oh
Shit!
Oh!
Yes. Why are they just shooting everybody?
Because they don't know what's going on.
I need these scientists alive, guys.
Come on, guys. Kill everybody.
That one guy's like, what?
Everybody stay here. Nobody move.
You didn't check your corners or your door.
He entered that room from his back.
What the hell is this? Star Helix.
That's the
Spiral power.
And are taken out of the limitations that bind us to these pathetic little bubbles of rock and air. If we master it, we can apply it.
Apply it to what?
Everything.
change.
We become our own gods.
And that justifies all this.
Of course it does. The protomolecule was
Stop letting him move.
by accident. Earth was its target.
Oh.
It was sent to hijack life on our planet for its own ends. I don't care who controls the project, so long as I can get back to my work.
Don't do it, Miller.
So we have an understanding.
Miller's gonna take it away.
You're gonna need complete access to the data, as well as the names of everyone responsible for setting this in motion. Done.
Ugh.
Daggone it.
No.
Miller.
Damn. Oh. I almost called him Frank.
Was it just a vengeance kill?
Yeah, I think so.
It could have killed him earlier. Damn it.
Once he knew that he was entirely involved.
Oh, man!
Daggone it.
What an episode. 2 episodes into the season, man. That was amazing.
They keep doing a thing where I don't know who to pin as being a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if he's telling the truth, he's doing terrible things for the good of humanity to stop this protomolecule that was meant for Earth that could come and still destroy
That they-
all of
All
humanity.
the best stories have
Right?
people that don't fit into
So-
the bad
That
or
they
good
believe
box.
was meant for Earth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, I'm not sure what evidence they have.
They think that it was sent to Earth and then Jupiter caught it in its gravity well, right? Which
Yeah.
is what Phoebe is.
It's
I mean,
just-
we talked about this. It could just be like, you know, we don't know what the goal is necessarily. Is it to just take over, or is it like Contact, where like they send the instructions to be able to reach out and help, you know?
I mean, it says it can repurpose other life forms to evolve.
Yeah, like they're thinking of using it in a way that's similar to like, you know, designing your DNA, right? Being able to change.
Rewriting it.
Rewrite so that you
Yeah.
can survive in different ways. Be, like I said, become gods. And we've seen that big giant hand.
See, when they say that, Rick, it makes me think of like, Umbrella from Resident Evil. Like a lot of the stuff they were looking at were things that were gonna like improve people and different things, but ultimately like they just kind of made monsters and whatnot. So like it makes me think of like what all repurpose wise it's looking at.
It's kind of like the Borg too, or the Zerg.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just changing the people into different types
assimilation to be a more perfect whatever.
I mean, it's like what
killer,
the experiments the Nazis were doing. They go completely against ethics, but they were doing it in the name of science. Yeah. I mean, I love a story like this where there is no real good or real bad. There's just people that think they're doing the right thing. And Miller thought doing the right thing was to not let any of that happen. That all that data is gone.
Yep.
He said that only I can. What do you say?
Decrypt it.
Decrypt it.
Otherwise, it'll self-erase.
They have one scientist still, right?
One of the guys that was tied up to that machine,
Who seemed to, I don't know if it's just because he was suddenly exited from that simulation, but he seemed crazed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a permanent thing or...
I don't know how any of that works.
I mean, it's probably a thing to where you get put on this machine, it gives you endorphins so long as you're on it.
Yeah.
But then when you're taken off of it, you just want to get back on it.
Are they actively doing something? Or are they using? What's the real science behind whatever that is?
It looked like they were computing.
Yeah, are they like a processor?
They were the supercomputer to what he was doing in the other room.
It's like they were folding a home.
It could be possible, but it was still operating whenever, before he locked it up or something too. So there might be a little bit more than that as well. Yeah. But that could be part of that was his server farm, right? So he has his computer. When he needs to run a simulation, he tosses it into them to super run simulations, and then brings it back to his computer that he's working on otherwise.
Yeah.
It could be a possibility.
So they were rendering,
they did what Doctor Strange...
decoding
They were doing what Doctor Strange did, right? When Doctor Strange looked into the future to find 14 million different things,
306.
They were running all these different scenarios into what one would provide Earth the best benefit or human life the best benefit.
Maybe they're trying to, we've already decoded the human genome. Maybe they're trying to... sequence it. Maybe they're trying to, what are the things that you can change to give those advantages?
Yeah, maybe they were rendering... the sequences, random sequences, in order to find out, if we change this genome, how does that, affect it down the line? It's does it make the skin harder? Does it make the bones stronger? Does it, require less oxygen to survive?
Yeah, and then it gives you different opportunities to evolve humanity to where they can survive against... I mean, I guess the biggest fear is... So do they... Is it that the protomolecule, they're testing it to see what it can do, or is it that there's going to be another attack, another thing can come?
Yeah, they want to use the protomolecule against the people that sent it.
Well,
I think they're trying to do both. Because we rely on atmosphere so much, if we could expand into the solar system without having to worry about the effects of vacuum or supergravity or gaseous atmosphere, stuff like that, then we would have unlimited space and resources in order to build up a defense against this enemy.
I guess the question is on Eros, did Dresden know what was created, or is that another issue, or is that what would have happened otherwise?
At the very least, it seemed like if they're not able to control it, they're at least able to stop or destroy it.
But that's what I'm wondering. Were they? Is what happened on Eros? Is it controlled? Is the arm thing we saw that grabbed the spy dude, is that something they don't know of? Do they know of it? Were they monitoring it?
I don't know. I mean, he said, if it gets out of hand, we can blow it up. And everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're at least able, under their understanding of it, to stop it.
They know that it's able to change, and they seem to have an idea that they can guide that change. So is that this experiment is just I suppose... how it changes?
Is that what it is? Or is the arm what they were going for?
Yeah.
Because I assume that they've tested it on, individual people. And this is, a larger scale test?
Maybe.
I'm not sure if this is the first test.
Yeah.
It would seem crazy that the first test would be a station.
Well, they just discovered it on Phoebe Station. It hasn't been that long ago, right? And they also said they need more...
a more diverse...
biomass. They need more biomass, too, for it.
Yeah.
So I just don't know.
So they were probably studying, how it affected individuals
Like, I'm not sure what their hurry is. Like, do they know when the aliens are going to get here? Or is it because they're afraid of being discovered that they're hurrying? Like, I'm not sure.
I would imagine it's
what the
being
rush
discovered.
I think it's...
Because, like, how long ago did that planet come into our solar system?
I mean,
it's one necessitates the other. Like, they just realized what it was. They only found it, like a few weeks or months ago or whatever, right?
But it's been here for millions of years.
It would have been millions of years, yeah.
I know.
And
but they just realized what was happening. So now they're trying to play catch-up. Because this invasion that they're visualizing happening could happen at any moment. Whether because the proto-molecule is activated, maybe...
Yeah, what if another one's on its way right now?
Yeah.
How would you know?
Well, I mean,
it's the same thing like an asteroid.
1% of the sky.
Yeah, like an asteroid could just hit any time. We have no idea if it comes from the direction of the sun.
Yeah, so like maybe they're worried because they're like, sure, that was a long time ago. How long has it been? Have they heard back? They haven't heard back. Maybe they're going to send another.
I mean, they said that, like, they did it specifically on that station because it's the poorest amount of belters. I think they just wanted a mass scale experiment, but then create all this kind of chaos so that no one's paying attention.
Yeah,
I think that the reason they're doing that is just for diversion, not for in fear of another alien excursion or attack.
Yeah, I think their fear of the invasion made them think that we have to do this large scale now.
Yeah.
So that necessitated the shadow war thing going on.
My question is, they're assuming that the proto-molecule's purpose is to latch onto whatever life it finds, and then and then what? Like, what is their assumption? Is it that and then that's the weapon and we've won? Or the aliens have won? Or is there like in Contact, I love Contact so much because they get this transmission and they end up like, well, we're building this thing, and what is this thing? And it ends up being this kind of way to communicate, I wonder if it's going to be something like that.
I think
or
they're
if it
trying
is
to
a
find
weapon.
out what it does on Eros.
Okay.
See, that's what
they cut it short on Phoebe. They
Sure.
burned everything. They took it to a more controlled setting.
Yeah.
They're figuring out okay, it alters their DNA, but what does it do after that?
Yeah, does it have a goal?
Does it get to a point where it's a harvesting, constructing machine, like Factorio?
Yeah.
To where it just self-replicates and harvests and collects ore and materials and stuff, and then deposits them? Or does it create itself into, a planet eater and it just destroys everything?
That's what my question was earlier about Eros, was that it was ultimately coming down to, is it what the proto-molecule was doing initially if it had hit Earth, or is this what these guys wanted it to do?
I think it's doing what it was originally supposed to do.
At the very least,
and they're trying to figure out how
I definitely get what you mean. It feels like Dresden feels like it had its own agency somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is he just assuming that?
It does have a certain amount of intelligence, or at least problem solving, right?
I don't know. I
So
guess.
do squids.
Yeah.
And dolphins.
I would just be afraid this is a fucking virus, and it's just trying to spread. That's what a virus does. The goal of a virus is eventually to die, because once it infects and kills everything, then it's gone. It doesn't have that kind of agency. So what's the goal of this?
What if you could use the virus to evolve?
To
what if you
be
use
7
the
feet
virus
tall?
to kill all other viruses?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know why, Rick, when you said to evolve, I went
to.
I thought of Mario, Crustaceous or whatever, that machine they had.
Yeah.
Evolve.
I mean, aside from that, which was a really cool info dump, and what I would feel I don't know. It feels like a end of season kind of thing. This was episode
all of
2.
That has been all of the info that we would have been getting in breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
For the entire last season.
In a way.
And it was just all in a 5-minute scene.
I loved it, but
right
preceding that, the space battle was awesome. And I haven't seen a space battle quite like that before. Granted, I don't watch a lot of sci-fi, but I loved it. I love the bullets going through the hull that superheat the metal and then create these trails, and then as soon as they make a maneuver, the trails go to the side. That was so cool looking, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it was really neat. I like that a lot.
It's good that they're teamed up with Fred Johnson too, because they get the ship fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose so.
And we got a little bit more on Fred too, in terms of what he knew and didn't know during the Anderson Station takeover of the Belters, which
So our assumption was kind of correct.
It was, but
he was used.
I also didn't really think about how the hardcore OPA guys there would see him as just like, well, yeah, you're a traitor, but you're still not one of us, you know?
Yeah, you're a poser.
Yeah.
Like, you joined on when it was convenient for you. You don't actually care for us from the beginning.
I'm also interested on how the... I hate that the Admiral, the one who talks sense and logic, and look, we did this. This is a shot over the bow kind of thing. It wasn't a direct shot at the ship. Like, I hate that he's having to step down based on the... all the people that won't listen to him, and they're like, well, I'm not going to do that. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Let's just talk to Mars. You know, that's what he's saying.
I also hated how Eddard Stark ended up in Game of Thrones, but he was not a good politician.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's probably a really great military commander, but he's probably a crappy politician.
I mean, the good news is that Christian is still on that side of things, but she's just much better at hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she was the one that suggested the lookout station to Ehrenreich. Because it was like, it was a concession that she was putting, like, nobody was leaving the room without an escalation.
It was the best worst case scenario.
So it was the best worst case scenario. It was the thing that would make them all satisfied and walk out, and then she could get to work on what's happening behind the scenes.
And I like how, they framed around that with Fred Johnson being like, well, at least he kept his soul, Yeah. Whereas, like, if you did it, the way that she does it, she might not keep her soul.
Yeah.
She has to do some pretty bad shit. But, what she's going to do is probably going to be more effective than that guy, even though I'm 100% with that guy, like you said, Aaron.
Admiral, what's his name?
I think I'll write down. No, Wynn was the other guy.
Wynn was
Rio.
Who was Mugen?
Mugen?
Mugen.
I don't know. Is that him?
Wasn't that the one guy who was saying, like, we need to attack?
Was that the other admiral?
Yao Fei?
That was
Wynn, wasn't it?
The Hawk, I thought was Nugent.
The Hawk.
The general that wants war.
Who was the Asian guy? I thought that was Wynn.
I thought that was Nugan.
Okay.
I think it's Nguyen.
Guy Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was let's nuke him.
That's Yao.
In Guy Ian. And their plan is just to destroy a Martian moon.
Lookout on Deimos.
Yeah. I heard Wynn.
I mean, it could be, maybe it's pronounced Wynn. I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
Maybe.
That's the guy that he was saying, like, I'm sure he's going to jump on board and he's happy where he is now.
Can you spell that? Wynn? I guess you could. Nguyen. Wynn. I don't know.
Maybe like the first syllable is silent. Or Nguyen.
If it's important, they'll probably say the name a couple times and we'll get it. But yeah, Deimos is what the target looks like that Earth's going to take. And then Christian said that she wants to talk with Fred Johnson, which could be traitorous, but, it'd be cool to get her more into the actual conversation of those characters.
She doesn't know anything about the proto-molecule yet.
No.
Not that I know of, no. I mean, I think Ehrenreich does.
Yeah.
But I don't think she does.
He 100% does.
Yeah.
He was talking to Mao.
Yeah, exactly.
Jules Pierre.
So, no, I don't think she has any idea. I mean, she's definitely Earth first. We didn't see that one Martian girl either, Gunny, this episode. But, man, the action was so good. And it was mostly just CGI and guys going like, "Arr!"
Yeah.
So, props to it. I just love seeing the, like, oh, man, fucking Amos down there. Just, like,
like a rag doll.
I was like, oh, okay, well, he has his feet down there. And then he's like, I'm like, okay, never mind. Maybe it's better to do something else.
I like the way of trying to fix with, like, the little shrink wrap stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool, because we have...
I love the sciencey stuff that they do with things, too. Like,
we have materials right now that if you pass an electric current through it, it contracts.
Yeah.
Or firms out into a cape.
Well... I mean, not quite yet. It's not like shape memory and stuff like that, but they're trying to figure out how to make like cybernetic muscles and stuff because it's much more efficient than like hydraulic motors or stuff like that.
Damn.
For like
people with no arms,
limb replacement and stuff like that. But having something to do that with that technology is kind of cool because it was like electrifying it and it was shrinking like heat shrink.
Yeah.
But it was like electro shrink.
Yeah, I liked it.
Really cool.
And we finally saw what happened to Space Guy.
Space Guy!
Yeah, I thought they brought him back.
He's still out there in the intro.
And they killed him immediately. I'm like, oh my gosh, why'd they even bring him back here?
Yeah. He's like, I am. What did he say?
I'm invincible!
I am invincible!
It's like the one guy with the pen.
Boris from Golden.
Yeah.
Also,
Were you gonna make that reference,
played
Aaron?
by Nightcrawler, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was played by him.
Okay.
Can't remember that guy's name.
I don't know.
That wasn't Cummings, was it?
Yeah, Alan Cummings.
Alan Cummings?
We saw him in Doctor Who.
I hope he lives a long life and we get to see a lot of him.
I hope that he constantly is almost about ready to die. Something happens and he survives.
I hope.
And then they
I hope
completely
he
kill
almost
him.
dies so many times, and Miller is always there to like stop it, or like show that he didn't actually die; it was just a gel round.
Miller starts using him as like a human shield because he
It's
knows
like,
that nothing
man,
will
you are
happen.
invincible.
So those guys weren't like they were like making sure the scientists didn't escape. Is that what those guys were doing?
Probably.
Like, were they wanting to be there? Not wanting to be there? Why did they have people there with gel guns?
I don't think the people that were in the machine wanted to be there.
But when they took them out, they weren't like, oh, good. They're like, no, put me back. And they started just beating shit up.
Well, maybe like they get new people in to put in the machines, and they're not super happy about it until they get on the machine.
I think it's the chemical dependence thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I know that
'Cause after
Expanse
they were
like
off of it
tries
for a
to,
little
you know,
bit.
as much as it can, other than like the protomolecule stuff, is like grounded stuff in science. I'm trying to think like, well,
You
what
don't
does that
think
do?
the protomolecules grounded in science?
Sure.
I think it's grounded in science, but we don't understand the rules for it.
We don't understand the rules.
It's like theoretical science, maybe.
Yeah. Like, we know that DNA can be altered. This is just a theoretical machine.
So this isn't evolution
doing
by
that.
natural selection. It's evolution by alien magic.
I mean, maybe natural selection created this
maybe
thing.
Yeah. I just wonder. Like, I don't know, but I don't think that piece of machinery is involved with the one thing that we think is like, well, that's probably not grounded in reality. So I wonder what that is. I wonder if we'll get more information or if we're left to wonder.
Probably explain more in the books.
Maybe.
I'm sure. All this stuff.
Or in the D&D campaign.
Could be.
Looks like you can pronounce it as win or win, or it could also be pronounced in a North Vietnamese style instead of a South Vietnamese style, which North pronounces more as like no win or nguyen.
Nguyen.
So it could.
Okay.
So the N may be pronounced or might not be pronounced, but there is a win in there either way.
Yeah. Someone said win because I wrote it exactly like Supergirl win.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A little bit, tiny bit more into Amos and what's her name? Naomi's relationship, where it's not necessarily a romantic one. It's more of like a brother and sister guidance or family feel.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if we'll get more into at least her backstory, because she also said, like, I used to run with some pretty terrible people and innocent people died.
People with OPA, like tattoos.
Yeah.
Well, I figure it's like the black sky.
Yeah.
I almost keep saying black sun.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
And we did get a confirmation that, like, the OPA is by no means united.
Yeah.
There are factions of the OPA.
Yeah, there's factions and
Which
splinters.
makes a lot more sense with Dawes and all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then we threw him out into space.
I like when he threw him out, he went up because they're spinning.
Yeah.
I love how Fred Johnson was chewing him out. He was such a, like, police captain from Lethal Weapon, or...
What do you think you're doing?
It was just
You
so
destroyed
funny.
a whole city
Oh
block.
my. It was just so funny. Seeing him behind that
Give me
table.
your badge and gun.
It was really great.
No, I like that too.
Yeah, I was curious on when they latched on, because like we keep talking about the way that their gravity works and whatnot, but I was like, well, if they were like they latched on, it's like, well, they're spinning now, but I'm like, but they had to land on the spinning, so weren't they like already spinning?
They would have had to been at the same speed and direction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dock,
like, in
right?
order for them to dock, if this thing was already spinning, they have to be already going in that motion to make it. So I would have figured maybe it would have done it, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they didn't just like, because, you know, if they had no gravity, that means that there's no propulsion happening. Did they just go like, ah! You know, like that?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it looked like, but that would have to be what it is. It's like, ah, you know?
It was like...
Well, like the dock would have to come to
like
them,
this, and they came in on the side, and then like lined up, and then like docked. Like all of a sudden, it like clamped on and grabbed a hold of him.
But yeah, it would have
so
to
maybe
be...
that like sudden acceleration, like instead of him like landing because now there's gravity, maybe it was just him moving separate from the ship. Like he just moved inside the ship, like a water balloon inside of a car when he hit the brakes. You know?
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know how.
I don't know.
That was a question I had because I was like, well, because you're like, oh, they started centrifugal force, it works. I'm like, but when they've had it to land, or else they would have crashed or something.
So if they were matching to be able to actually hit it, they would have to already have that force placed upon them.
Yeah, at least like some of the force, right?
Like it'd be hard, like if for them to dock, like if they have to land out here, the pin can't just like
Dude, you look like Bill Nye trying to figure shit out.
You have to
Bill
match it.
I definitely get what you mean. I'm not sure what they did.
I don't know, but maybe not. I don't know how it works. I don't go to space.
I don't go to space either.
And all the space
hates it.
All the space I pay attention to is fake stuff from other shows.
Yeah,
Star Wars. Star Wars
I watch
do that
SpaceX.
What?
SpaceX?
That's real. Yeah.
We saw that already. A few episodes ago.
First episode of this season.
SpaceX, because they had FedEx in this, which was funny.
It was funny.
So, what is it?
Not my joke.
What does FedEx stand for now? Is it still Federal Express?
Yeah, it's old. It doesn't matter. They just grab junk. It might not even exist anymore.
Is it just like old space junk that they found? And
yeah, I don't know. Fucking FedEx, man.
Like we reuse.
In like hundreds of years, they haven't changed the logo.
Yeah. It's a great logo. It's got the arrow in there and everything.
It's a great logo, but how many companies haven't changed their logos in over 200 years?
It needs a B. I don't know what the E is.
FedEx has changed its logo. It has the arrow thing now.
Yeah.
Before it used to be like the.
I was just thinking, what could FedEx stand for? And instead of like, what does it stand for now?
Federal
Federation of Plants Express.
Like, I was like, what was it?
No, I got it. Federal Expanse.
I was thinking like,
guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of The Expanse, this reaction. You can check out up to the next 4 reactions at patreon.com/blindwave, okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks worth of content you can watch right now. And that's not just The Expanse, that's all the shows we do. Catch you later.